in Latin America, we need to generate data. We need to generate information. Information is knowledge, and as one of the key questions of this session is like, how can you manage something that you cannot measure? So I think like the efforts that the region is conducting in like measuring accessibility, developing indicators for accessibility, I think we're in the right path to improve the way people move in the cities.
And how do you do that when different forms are emerging all the time of different ways in which you can get around the city, particularly when it comes to public transport?
I think like a way to do this is like one, learn from the experience of other countries and the type of indicators that are proven to be very effective, mainly like indicators that are not only considered infrastructure, but also consider urban development. Mm-hmm. Two, agree on like kind of a common framework for all for indicators that reflect the conditions of Latin America. And third, I guess like very important for generation of information is now to take advantage of technology. Like we learned in the session that like with the use of technology, you can generate information so easily now. You can do it like very quickly, less expensive like the traditional methods, and it's easier to analyze and present. So I think we really need to take advantage of technology in developing this information.
So what is the potential if we can understand how people access transport and get around our cities? What is the potential? What can we do?
I think that there should be like a shift in the way we're like planning our cities and measuring the efficiencies of the transport. Instead of like the traditional way of measuring, for example, infrastructure, kilometers of roads, or traffic, like the number of people transported by system, I think now the potential is to understand how they're moving, to understand where they need to move, and with that, foster like better planning. Mm-hmm. I think doing better projects, and not only the infrastructure of a project itself, like the roads or like the metro, etc., but all the other additional measures, like an urban development, transport-oriented system that will eventually move like some of like the presenters were saying, in like more livable cities. People would spend less time and money transporting from one place to another, and I think in Latin America, this is new, there's a lot of potential to do that.